Hello everybody, and welcome back to my part 2 of my Mermaid Palace video. I am so excited to show you guys my interior building process. So without further ado, let's get going, yeah? Alright, so the first thing I kind of wanted to do was show you around what I have so far. Right now, the main structure is just this big open cylinder. You can see that the walls don't really attach to the ceiling in any meaningful way, and there's just a lot of space. It doesn't look finished inside at all. Most of the lighting in here is just so that I could see better while building, and is not really great placement. The second tower is slightly more finished, and by that I just mean that I have a staircase, and even that I'm not 100% happy with, so I'll probably tweak it. But we have the same issue where it's a lot of open space and not a lot of finished product. So up here I have plans, and this is the area that I'm actually going to show you bit by bit how I build. Because if I did the whole palace, it would just be a lot of filming. You guys would get really bored. So this area right here is what we're gonna be fixing up and looking at piece by piece. So I hope you enjoy. Alright, so things aren't finished yet, but I did want to stop it and show you guys what I have so far. So the walls are attached to the ceiling. There's no more weird gaps. It still looks kind of weird, so we'll fix that up in a bit. But this tower area is what I'm going to be showing you. So I'm going to have two levels, one down here and then one where we were just up at. And it's going to be a two-part bedroom type thing. So I will work on this a little bit more and bring you back when it's a little more finished. Alright, so I think I have this room pretty much laid out the way I want to as far as architecturally speaking. The walls make a little bit more sense, the lighting is kind of incorporated into the walls, and everything just looks more finished. I added some chiseled quartz along the sides just for some texturing, and then as you can see there are the 4 different slots like this, and it was just kind of a good way to prevent the quartz from meeting the prismarine really awkwardly. I also extended the ceiling up here. Since we had so much extra space, I figured why not. And yeah, I did put in some prototype furniture. As you can see, we have a little bit of a library over there and then a bed here. I didn't realize how much of a challenge this was going to be building underwater. There's already a lot of things that I can't place that I normally would. So if I normally make a bed out of wool, I add carpet on top of it to give it some depth, and I couldn't do that underwater. So it's gonna look a little plain, but I'm excited to see what I can do with it. So this is the bed area. Nothing super fancy, but this is going to be... Well, I'll reveal that in a minute. Yeah, I'll reveal what this is going to be in just a minute. And then over here, we have a little library reading area, and it dawned on me that the furniture doesn't have to all be on the floor. They're mermaids. They can swim around. So up here we have a little love seat area where you can grab a book from down below and then come up here and read. So I think that'll be super cozy. I'm excited to see what else I can do with the furniture like that. And I will show you guys the finished room in just a minute. Alright, so I promise we'll get back up to that room very shortly, but first I kind of wanted to show you guys how I'd sectioned off the rest of the palace first. So over here we have a little room. It's going to be... Oops, sorry, I don't know what my recording equipment is doing right here. This is going to be the kitchen. And then over here we're going to have some... What are they called? Employee quarters and some storage underneath the stairs that go up. And then just a kind of nice relaxing area right here. So the first floor is very much for the servants. That's the word I was looking for the servants. And then there's a nice little garden entrance right there. And then I added some stairs. I'm not 100% on the design yet. And then this area I'm thinking can be a large dining room. We'll see. But I'm thinking dining room. It's not finished yet either. I'm just showing you the basics of what I have so far, and another entrance over there to the gardens. And then we have some more stairs that come up here. And this is going to be the ballroom. So I changed the conduit, that's what it's called. I changed the conduit into more of a chandelier type design. And then we have a balcony here for the band, and we're gonna have some furniture, and the floor is gonna be decorated. It's gonna be really nice. I'm excited. And then over here in the tower, I added, oops, still have to do the floor. Excuse that. I fixed up the staircase a little bit, and I added another floor up top as well, since it felt just too big and like a grain silo if I didn't. This one also has access to the balcony out here, so that's really nice. I figure anybody who wants to can take a little swimmer out there. And then up here, I'm not sure 100% what I'm going to be doing up here just yet, but I do like that it's a little more sectioned off. So we'll see what we do. I think I am going to go do the rest of the furniture and the decorating and all that jazz. And to prevent you guys from getting motion sick, I won't film that, but I will see you shortly with the finished product. Alright guys, so I have done so much work on this palace, and I am so excited to show you the final product. So without further ado, let's get started. So the front didn't change a whole lot, but we do have a couple guards here. Helping us guard the area. And something that I'm really, really proud of is how I did the tails. Because we have a couple mermaids living here, so they all have mermaid tails, and I'm really proud of that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the outside. Nothing else has changed out here, but let's go take a look at the inside. So over here, we have another guard. One more over here. I know they all look the same. Maybe it's a facial hair thing? I don't know. And then through this way, we have the servants' quarters. So just some decoration over here, some more coral. I decided not to limit the coral to outside and to kind of give it a place in here as well. So over here we have where the servants would eat, and then we also have some storage, just random stuff here and there. And then in here, we have the kitchen. So we have a maid making some food. We have a bunch of storage over here. Got some sea pickles, some potatoes, a barrel of who knows what, really. And then some crafting things as well. And then over here, we have the kitchen stove. So I realized that they couldn't really burn anything underwater. However, they can use magma blocks. So the magma blocks heat up the iron on top and cook the food. As well as, you know, whatever is on a spit right there. Alright, and then over through here, I did wall this off since I wanted the kitchen to be a little bit more secluded. I didn't want it open to everything. And then just down through here, we have one of our princesses. There are 3 of them, sitting, looking out the window in what is just a cozy little area to relax. Got a bookshelf here. We have some nice benches here. A mermaid. Some more books, looks like. And then we go upstairs. And this is the dining room. So here is one of the other servants. It looks like she is bringing some food over to our second princess, who is over here enjoying a plate of dried kelp. And then over here, I kind of figured this would be the condiments / drinks table. Do they drink things underwater? I don't know. But a nice little area for people to grab stuff that they don't want to have to go down to the kitchen to grab, just like salt and pepper, that kind of stuff. Over here, we have the official chair. So this is where I imagine the king or the queen or whoever is currently in charge of the palace would sit and eat their dinner, and then all of their guests could be over there. Another guard over here. Look, he has different facial hair. And another entrance out into the gardens. And then this is the ballroom. I am actually really enthusiastic with how this came out. I think it came out so gorgeous. We have a clamshell couch over here. We have, again, the balcony. I added some glazed terracotta along the sides just to give a little pop of color that we didn't... I mean, the coral's a pop of color, but I wanted, like, blocks of color, you know? And then over here, up on top, on all three sections that aren't the band area, we have some more sofas, so you can sit and watch, because I imagine that the dancing would take place from the bottom all the way to the top of the ballroom. It would not be confined just to the ground area. Mermaids, you know? And then we have a little spiral that I put in, just because the floor was looking really plain, and I figure if you're in a ballroom, you have to have a fancy floor, right? Right. Alright, and then up through here, we can find our third and final princess. She is in the study, and it looks like she's returning a book. We have a little table over here with a book and a little chest, some papers, all the good stuff you'd find in a study. And then up the stairs, I added some more coral, getting thinner and thinner, until we get to the top. So I separated this part out as well, and this is the princesses area. So down here, I imagine one of the princesses is a botanist, so she has some plants to study and a little garden of kelp and coral and sea pickles, that kind of thing. And then I can't help but imagine that one of them is an artist. So we have a little art stand over here with a painting of hers and then some paint on a palette, because she's probably in the middle of a painting. Not sure what kind yet. And then if we go up, it's pretty basic up here, but I did give them each a wardrobe and a bed and not much else. I'm not gonna lie, this is about the area where I started to run out of steam. So everything that you see in here is either a block or a custom armor stand pretending to be a block with a custom head on it. There are so many things that you can't do underwater. It took a long time just to get this much done. And then last but not least, I wanted to show you the room that we started on. So this is the king and queen's bedroom. I kind of imagine that this palace is mostly for the royalty for when they need a getaway. So we have the bed, and then over here we have the queen's side of things. I imagine she's very much into brewing potions and studying magic. We have the little library that we had before. And then over here we have the king's side of things, where he has his map desk, a globe, just so he can keep up to date with all of the things going on in his kingdom. I also used ender chests in here in certain places just because I felt like it gave it a bit more of a nautical feel rather than the regular chests. And then down here we have some relaxing quarters. So we have some armor for the queen and the king just in case. Hopefully don't need it, but just in case. We have one of their crowns in its display case, since I imagine if this is mostly just for the royal family, they don't need to wear their crowns all the time. And then a little table where the family can sit and eat and kind of relax together if they don't want to go down to the formal dining area, as well as a little chest there. Alright, and I think that is just about everything. Thank you guys so much for watching both parts of this video. If you haven't seen the first part, I'll link it up below in the corner so that you can see it. And until next time, have an awesome week and stay great. Bye!